Wait.
Well, we'll see when the absentee ballots are actually due, because it was noon on election day, and then it was noon on the 13th, I think, and then it moved back to noon on election day. But who knows at this point?
No.
We'll find out, I guess.
Not to get political, but it doesn't matter when you set a deadline. There's a deadline,
I agree.
whether it's election day or
Well,
2 weeks after election
The
day,
problem
you still
is-
gotta make it.
the problem is that if we do it so far after election day, we can't finalize. I mean, we
Right,
can
well, that makes,
resume
yeah,
finalize,
but
but it just makes
what's
it
the
harder on the election board because we have to wait.
everybody knew that election date was then.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
all right, let's call this meeting over. I'll call the utility service board meeting of Monday, October 19th to order. We will start with the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ready for a roll call, Andrew?
Sure.
Rick Getty? Present. Joe Root? Present. Mike Reeder?
Present.
Kent Brewer?
Present.
Mike Kelly? Present. You have a copy of the minutes before you?
I'll move that we accept the minutes of these things.
Motion by Kent, accept the minutes as presented. Joe Root, seconds. Roll call. Rick Getty? Aye. Mike Reeder?
Aye.
Joe Root?
Aye.
Kent Brewer?
Aye.
Mike Kelly? Aye. No public participation. Andrew, you got anything for us tonight?
Got September balance to the city side. Not closed yet, but we are balanced. I did have 2 good meetings with Tyler last week for project accounting and the CAFR report builder, which is something that we have been paying for but not utilizing. And that's certified annual financial reports, is what the CAFR stands for. It's very comprehensive, and you can pretty much build out whatever sort of financial report that you would like. And they have a lot of, I guess, stock reports that are already built into the system. And we played around in that for a little while, and he showed me what sort of information that we should get. So there is a little bit of front end work to do to get everything to pull over correctly, because it's not in Tyler, it's a separate database. But I do export out of Tyler and import into this. So there is some front end work to do, but it's very, very comprehensive and detailed. So it is something that we're trying to utilize.
Any questions, Andrew? Are you going to do Stacy?
Stacy's actually on vacation, I didn't get a report. So yeah, all that. Likely that I didn't get a report on.
Either electric or water, whatever. We've been all through all the books now.
Yes, we're through all the books, and I know today it was 12, those were not people that were months and months behind, there was people that are now on their monthly behind. Just the same with vendors before, but I think we have 12 months today.
Mike?
Basically, we're doing what we've been doing. We're doing some cold changing east, some cold changing west, one through each direction. Main thing is our transformer out there to Burlington South has now been removed. It's gone. But originally supposed to, I think, start getting put in tomorrow, day after. That's been delayed at least till the 27th, which is next Tuesday. They didn't allow for a big enough crane under the situation. They thought there was an oil retainment before, so they're going to be able to come and put in lower. Well, since they didn't do their job early in the spring, there's now oil containment area. They got to lift it over. They need a bigger crane. Can't get it till next Tuesday. So that's what I have.
Okay, any questions from Water.
We're
set to start cleaning our clear well and backwash tank tomorrow. It's just not a yearly, but every so often thing we have to do. And then I also have a task order from Westers for wellhead protection. It's a yearly thing or annual thing. This year is a little bit more because it's every 5 years, it's what they call phase 2 submittal. It is $7,800 for it, and that takes us through next year.
It's a requirement now, I didn't know all that, right?
Yes, it is.
I move that we approve the task order for the wellhead protection.
Second. Is there a number on that?
Number 16.
Number
Task
16,
order
I have
number 16.
I have copies for you guys to sign.
have a motion from Kent and a second from Mike Reeder that we approve task order 16 from Westler. Roll call.
Rick Van.
Aye.
Joe Root.
Aye.
Mike Reeder.
Aye.
Kent Brewer.
Aye.
Mike Kelly.
Aye.
What was that amount again? Chris, I'm sorry.
7,800, 7,800.
Thank you.
Is that not to exceed that, or is that the actual cost?
Estimated fee is 7,800. This amount shall not be exceeded without written approval from the owner.
Anything else, Chris?
No, that's it.
Jim, what you got today?
Well, we got storm sewer out on McKinley and got some more smoke testing done. And installed a new sanitary tap for a new house on Central Avenue.
Asked Jim not to butt in on this, but he informed me today at our meeting earlier that storm on the came in about $4,000 under what we had proposed. So that was good. His crew did a great job and watched it, got it done early with materials and everything. So it did come in under what we were anticipating.
We like the good news.
Yeah.
Anything else from BJ?
We're still waiting on our sludge sample to get processed, so we haven't been able to spread yet. Probably within the next week, we'll be better. So tomorrow we'll start winterizing and cleaning the lift station. And then just seeing what's going on.
Questions for PJ?
Meeting tomorrow at 10. Is there one at 1, 2, or is that the next Tuesday? Okay.
Yeah, Mike can do all the meetings now.
Well, not really, he's got clear on me.
Oh, oh, you're his new boss?
Yeah. I need the semi drove, so.
I knew it wouldn't take
So
a
you'll be
long.
there tomorrow.
After I get out of the first meeting. Well, boys hadn't called me yet, so. You're telling me?
It pretty much sounds that way, yeah.
All right.
Rick, anything from the lagoons tonight?
No, I do not.
All right. General manager, what you got for us?
I really just have one thing, and last week, had another Zoom call with Frito-Lay, about the agreement we were trying to get in place. And we made, strides again and got them some more. We were actually supposed to have one Wednesday, which we did, and another one Thursday. It got canceled because we gave them some information late in the day through an email that they're discussing, internally. One of the things, the hurdles that we had to do for SRF is we did not have an agreement in place that had a take or pay situation in it. So we worked around that, and we're gonna have it where we can require them to use a minimum amount of water a day or a maximum. Well, in this case, it would be a minimum for us, and it will be. Right now, it looks like it will be 1 million gallons a day on average throughout the month is what we're gonna be looking at. And that way we can get everything through SRF, but that's on hold up right now, is getting that done. And, the other stuff we already talked about, but right now it's in their hands. And, if everything goes well, we've got a Zoom meeting Thursday, and their lawyers should have something drawn up by the end of next week at this point in time for from a contract standpoint. So it was a good meeting, and we're one step, every time we talk to them, we get one step closer, so we're just not there. So we can get everything else wrapped up.
I got a question for Todd and Mike Myers. Saturday, I received a letter from attorneys from Duke Energy that they were denying my claim.
Same here.
You get one too? Denying my claim where they said they reviewed the reports and that they were not at fault that caused the power outage.
I mean, in your case, that power didn't have anything to do with us.
Right.
When we did that, we got that today, Mike?
Yeah, I think it was returned in the mail last week when.
So I had asked Sarah, and she said that she hadn't seen anything yet, and then she did say that she had something from them, and I didn't get the details
I
on
think
it.
they were saying that he wasn't their employee, it's their truck. That's my knowledge.
Yeah, the truck was registered to them.
But that's, I know, all traffic accidents, insurance, or what he had or not, follows the owner of the vehicle.
We have a second address, so now I did get that from Sarah, there is a second address. And I'll get that to you tomorrow.
I'll need it. I got an attorney that's going to take care of it.
Okay, well, we'll probably have to do the same thing, the way it sounds, but, because what was it, under Duke's self-insured or something like that? Did we send
Self-insured.
Did you have the police report that I sent you? Is that the same?
I called that number and then I've got 5 other numbers that I contacted and finally got with the right individual.
Okay. Well, we'll probably have to turn ours over to that too, if we can get them starting out again, so, because it's a big bill. But we'll get together and I'll see if we're talking to the same people. too. All right. Okay.
Anything for general? All right, we're ready for claims.
I make a motion to approve the claims.
I'll second that.
Motion by Mike and second by Ken to approve the claims. Discussion or questions?
The only discussion I have is it's amazing. 2 pre-writtens.
Oh, my goodness. Must be the way the month is.
Believe that.
All right, it's a roll call.
Rick Hennig.
Aye.
Joe Root.
Aye.
Mike Reeder.
Aye.
Kim Brewer. Mike Kelly.
Aye. Alicia, you got anything for us tonight?
Nope.
All right, under old business, I do want to remind everybody that the budget, we have to have that budget to the city council before the first meeting of December. So that has to be a high priority for this, next couple of weeks.
Okay.
We have it.
And I have it.
Okay.
He had it before I left and has reviewed some of it. He's obviously been very busy. And I'm prepared to answer any questions. If not, then I'll talk to everybody behind me and we'll get the answers. So, but he did get a copy of the review from the financial committee.
Okay.
Before I left.
I have been through 3 of them, and at this time I have no questions. So once I do that, then I'm gonna say by our next board meeting, we can have our first discussion with it. And then obviously, the rest of you guys will have some questions and things like that.
I just brought this up, so I want to make sure everybody remembers, we have a deadline that
We'll make it.
we make it.
We'll have it before the deadline.
Second item I have of old business is Joe has been pretty actively participating in the insurance committee and has some information from that was shared with the committee at the last meeting. So Joe, you want to go ahead and
Yes, I want to bring before the board tonight that after a lengthy discussion and multiple contacts, we've been able to secure exactly the same amount of money for cost for the insurance for next year. And the insurance committee recommends that there be no increase to the employees that we stay where we're at. The BMI, not BMI, the biometric screening for next year is gonna change. We're supposed to be getting that to the employees when we do our sign-up meeting on what it's looking for next year. It's not punishing the employee or try to get out of paying them their benefits for being within the numbers. It's to make them healthier, which in turn makes our insurance lower. But looking at the way it's going, we're under quite a bit right now. We're projecting that we're gonna stay under, and I sent Kent and Todd an email for the budget part of it, reflecting the same amount we budgeted for next year. One of the reasons that we didn't do any changes is that we'll have 26 pays next year. And if we raise the cost of the insurance,
27 days next year.
27, okay. If we raise their insurance cost, it's gonna lower their actual paychecks anyway, because of the amount of pays. So we didn't want to burden anybody with the way things are right now on raising anything. Being that we were fortunate enough not to get any increase. Our insurance people told us that we're the only client they know of that did not get at least a 7 to 10% raise on their insurance this year. So I think our employees are doing a good job keeping it in line, and hopefully we can do the same thing next year.
Any questions? I've asked Mike Reeder to take my seat on the insurance committee, and he graciously accepted under pressure, I think, but he'll be there. Any new business?
Yeah, I've got one.
Okay,
I've got an SRF claim here for Wessler Engineering. Kind of the monthly deal in the amount of $58,255.96 I need to sign, so that's just something that I sign, or we move on.
you make a recommendation
I'm
to
making
us.
that recommendation that I need to sign it.
Okay,
I'll second that.
all right. Roll call.
Rick Benyon.
Aye.
Joe Ruth,
Aye.
Mike Reeder,
Aye.
Kid Brewer.
Aye.
Mike Kelly.
Aye. Okay, anything else?
Yeah.
Joe?
I make a motion that we accept the proposal for the insurance stay the same next year.
Okay,
Second.
a motion and a second to approve the insurance, accept that insurance committee's recommendation. Roll call.
Rick Benyon.
Aye.
Mike Reeder,
Aye.
Joe Ruth,
Aye.
Kid Brewer. Mike Kelly.
Aye. Ken?
Chris, Wednesday of last week, I went to Wilson trailer. And the Wessler inspector was parked in the lot under the water tower in Jefferson. And there was work being done. I was there, and then I had to run to Lafayette. It was an hour and a half later, and it was still in the same spot. Is that where he inspects the work that is to be done out there?
No, he's normally out on the job when I've been out there. Normally the truck parked along the side of 28, where they're working at.
The time I've seen it parked along the highway or county road or whatever.
I have the minutes I forwarded to Todd and Mike today, because I was on last week too. But I'll go back to them and look through them again, see what his minutes said he's doing. Someday.
It's probably 15 minutes, close to it or
Yeah,
something.
obviously they store all their materials out there. I don't know why he would have parked out there, but I can find out.
Other than it might be a safe place for you to do.
Yeah, he could have been in before.
Records or whatever.
I don't know for sure.
I know our inspector, our inspector at times will sit in his trailer and update his notes, and it takes quite a while. So you can find it in there a couple times a day, just updating notes and uploading pictures and stuff, so. that may have been,
Do we get any reports on how that's progressing out there?
We get, we're getting them, but we don't realize the pictures and stuff, they're nowhere comparable to what we get from wastewater. Nowhere. But I'll forward you the email tomorrow morning, or I can look at mine.
I just wondered if
It's a lot, it's more verbiage, and every now and then there's a picture, but they're not comparable to what we see.
Well, I'm gonna make a motion that the water inspector start doing more pictures.
Okay.
So I'll second that.
a motion, and a second by Ken, second by Mike Reader, that the inspector provide pictures,
More detail.
more detail to the utility service people and the board and the Chris and everybody about what's going on there.
If he doesn't understand, take him out and let him spend an afternoon with PJ's guy. Because that report that we get weekly is tremendous. Yeah, outstanding.
So let's have a roll call.
Rick Gudgeon,
Aye.
Joe Root, Mike Reader,
Aye.
Kent Brewer, Mike Kelly.
Aye. Any other new business? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Cool.